Well, hello everyone, and welcome yourselves back on into Foundation, where things are getting cozy and looking good. Now, I'm really excited today because now I've got to grips with pretty much all the mechanics I think I understand. I now can beautify the place, very much so. Now, Tavern's staying cute and small for now, but I'm going to start with getting this bad boy tidied up and looking nice over here and actually reducing the housing this way, or making a second marketplace, because you came up with a really good point actually, and they have to walk from these houses over here to this marketplace, so it might be worth us getting a second one kind of this way. It depends, we'll see what we do. It's either that or I reduce the housing this way and continue on for this. But welcome yourselves back on in, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Here's the stats here: 146 population, things are looking good, and money is okay. So we've got a few things upgrading. But yeah, my main thing is going to be this. So there even is temptation just to go ahead and move the market across. But actually, I quite like what we've got happening here now. It's going to be pretty cool. So yeah, like these, you made a good point. You can just... How do you relocate then? Everyone's telling me. There we go. You can just relocate. Very silly of me, but it is what it is. And it's really straightforward. It's kind of fiddly to have to do, I can't lie. It'd be nice just to click and move without having to click about 3 or 4 buttons, but that's all good. So I'm just going to start moving some of this stuff out of the way, and then we're good. I'm going to accept everyone in because we're going to need the population if we have to do the next marketplace. So that's what we'll be doing. And then regards to the manor house, we are going to go ahead and adjust this now. So this one... I actually want a 4-corner piece. So that's going to look like that. I don't think I want the chimney here anymore. I'm going to move that over. And then I'll apply those changes. And then the tax office, you have told me about the no point doing too many. I'm actually going to separate this out. So I want that to stay as is. And I think I'm going to go... So I've got room to build on here. That's the plan. Although I may attach that on there actually. There we go. We're going to get that moved over, tidy this one up so it doesn't look so out of place with that. And then I've got room to kind of decorate and might make a little garden over here. And this thing's an absolute atrocity. And I will fix this in due course. And I think I want to do like a U shape for it at some point. And then this thing here is cool. So I know what I'm doing with this one. This is obviously the bailiff's one. So we just need to add to that. And then the pub I will make nice as well, slowly over time. But yeah, there's a lot to just consider. Now, do I want to go ahead and buy the brewery? Yes, I do. And we've painted this crop field, so hopefully we'll start getting that wheat very soon for that one as well. So in terms of progress, that should give us a good bump. And I can probably go ahead and just decorate, to be honest. So we may as well do this. So here's the plan. Here is the plan. So this thing here needs to come out. The tent's going to move. And actually, quite frankly, the tent doesn't even need to be attached. So let's just get this one over here. I know you said you can press Alt, by the way, to move things. You say left Alt? Or is it Control? I don't know. It's not working for me, but that's not okay. I need to twist this to be straight. So the weapons will be next to the tent in like what will be a courtyard. What the hell's going on here? There we go. We're going to apply those changes and that should get sorted. We've got a bit of movement to do. We'll get all that kind of moved around. Just some basic ones. Hold on. Ah, there we go. Cool. So we'll get all that shuffled over. It's going to look much better when it's done. So that's fine. I also have the, what's it called? The monastery to do. I'm not going to touch it yet because we've got a spot for that over here. I just want to fix my logistical problems, or not so much problems, but need to make them a little bit better. And with these extra towers coming in, I think we now have the ability to change the extra housing zones. Let's look at the dirtiness. Beautification's nice. We're a little bit dirty over here with the fishing. And the guard areas are good, covering all of that. So it makes sense to get in a marketplace over here. So I'm going to start very much so. I think we just need 6. Now this one's going to be a little bit different because I want it to be a bit of a middle walkway going towards the building. All right, I've just put down these 4 momentarily. Now food are going to be red. And then we're going to have these green market tents for the goods. That's fine. That's 150 so far. Now I just need to have a look at what we'll be missing from here. Let's just grab these guys in as well. And we'll come back to that one. Berries, fish, meat, bread. So we need 4 food, 2 others. So we just need 2 more food stalls then. So if we get these over here. So I want it so they walk through the middle, you know. Obviously these tents are 100 at a time. So we're going to have to obviously save or wait for money to come up for that one. But I'll get them built. And that's going to obviously give us a tiny bit more splendor. I'm not going to put anything else down momentarily. Maybe I'll bin the tents temporarily. Just so we've got enough. And we'll get back to decorating it at a later date. Just so we can get it done. And then I can assign the 6 people to that one as well. We've got enough for it. And then we'll have a marketplace for the next bit of housing over here. So I'm not quite sure what the goal is, by the way, guys. But I do think we just house this direction. So if we... Well, honestly, yeah, these 2 would be good. It'd be nice to try and build... I like when you can build on the landscape, you know? That's kind of what I'm going with. I'm just going to have a look here. What's the issue? Light fortification. It's because I moved this one over. You will have that momentarily from this tower anyway, so just chill. Okay, just looking in the residential here, you told me if I hover over this, you can see how many's in the houses. There's only 83, so we keep... How many tax workers have we got in this one? 3. Might not need this many tax workers, is the point, I think. Cool, we're good. I'm going to leave it at 4, because that's enough to keep collecting. There's always an amount in there, around 80 or so, so we'll leave it kind of at that. And the next wheat field is good as well, which is awesome. There is a lot of building happening, so we'll just chill and let that finish off. All right, what can we do here? Another mineral deposit? Maybe not so much. I think I'll leave this for now. Because actually we'll have... The mine should be well up and running now. So I should really... Yeah, there we go. A nice amount. So I think charcoal or coal is what we need to kind of get pumping here. So we've got the iron smelter. I might get a 3rd one in. We've got enough pop anyway. So we'll get another charcoal hut. And honestly, I'm just going to put it up here again. Just out of the way. And then we could potentially sell. Because then we can keep the common wares coming and all that sort of thing. I think important to do, right? Okay, market. Berries. Fish. Clothing. And common wares. And then when the other 2 get done, we'll make sure there is another one. Okay, we're back to a hold. It's because I moved all this around. I do plan on making the barracks look quite nice this way soon. So that isn't actually how I want it, though. That one was meant to move, if I'm honest. So this piece here, I'll come back. Oh no, it will all move. We've just got to wait. I need to just be patient. I'm sure it is meant to be. Yeah, so they're going to move across. This is all going to come out this way. It's going to look much nicer. Cool. Okay, what do we have over here? Wool for the elders. Yes, please. We have loads of it. Please take it. That's one way to get your cash up. Just immensely, isn't it? Let's go ahead with a little bit of decoration here. So if I do this right, we can expand it coming out this way. All the way across. So these ones get covered as well. I would love to get a few nice walkways coming through the building area. Yes. Cool. So they do go through it. It's very, very cute. Can't lie. Okay, and then we'll get them a nice tree in their garden. Maybe some really simple lanterns could be good. So if I go ahead and get one there, and then rotate this one. These are dirt cheap, 5 each as well, and it makes the roads look awesome. Now I know I can obviously dedicate certain roads where they walk along. I'm just leaving it. They do follow it. Trade quality bonus 10% from villagers with labor allegiance. Nice. Well, let's get the rest of these market resources assigned. So we want meat and bread. Lovely. Let's get the other 2 in there. And this is good to go. I could probably just finish the decorating of this, actually. I'm going to wait, though, because there is still quite a bit of building ongoing. This one is cool over here. I think it is okay to consider a patrol tower this way now as well. We should have the extra patrollers come into the manor house here. Does it make a difference? I don't think you can have more watchmen. They come into this area. Then if I click this one, there's only one in that one. Well, it does tell me that this is best suited to commoner or militia. So let's get these kind of done. And then watchman is a commoner. Perfect. Let's make sure the other one is good. So maybe I still don't understand it then. There's a couple of things I need to consider on this bit. I'll still get them done. They're dirt cheap anyway. Cool. All leveled up. Yeah, because there's certain towers, I think, if I click... Oh no, we're good, we're good. So I could probably get the tower this way then and get that done. And I'll need to consider it for this side as well. Alright, let's have a quick look then. What do we have knocking about? Luxury market stuff. I'm not doing any of that yet. What is this? Glassworking. We don't have access to that yet. Barrel in exchange for planks, iron and tools. Jewelry would be nice to get, but we can't. I think once we have beer production, we're good. I probably just need to try and level this up, because that milling tax will help. And then we'll get some more in the Kingdom Splendor as well. Let me just have a look. Royal Courtier allows you to name a Royal Courtier who can fulfill various mandates at the Great Hall. Provisioner provides 2 war rations in exchange for berry and 1 boar. We can get better weapons and another squad, hopefully. That would be nice. I've had a few comments about chaotic painting of my zones as well. I mean, I understand it, right? You don't need to look at it. You look at it like this. So it's fine. As long as it all looks nice. And I know some of you are like major OCD about it, but I can read that just fine if I open that. It looks fine to me. Like, I know where my wood is, I know where my hunting is. It just makes sense. But I kind of get it. Some people are really rigid. This game isn't built for rigid play, in my opinion. It is very much built for making sure you play it, like, just try and be creative, you know? Just chill. Now, I'm going to get a fortification tower. And I'm going to make sure it covers these bad boys over here. So that seems like pretty crazy for that one. Would be really nice to get a tower this way, covering these houses though. Although it seems a bit crazy, it's just for 2 houses. There's like no harm having a couple of smaller ones. I'm not going to do it yet, actually, now that I think about it. Right, what's your problem? I think it's always going to be iron for the common wares. I think I might run a prospect. So let's prospect the next mineral mine. Yeah, let's do that one. There we go. Bailiff's going to go prospect this one. I like it, man. We're incorporating into the rock there. So iron ore has gone crazy. Maybe... Yeah, it's just this charcoal. There we go. We're good with it. So let's get some more assigned to that. Straight with 3. Hopefully we can burn up like you wouldn't believe, because we have some crazy amounts of logging here. Let's go ahead and get the extra carpenters in, because I'm keeping hold of it because you get asked for the mission for some wood sometimes. All right, let's go ahead and get the covers on this now. Boom. Goodbye, house. Let me get rid of that little bit there, actually. Let's make sure we can make a nice marketplace should we need it. Okay, berries on 314. Bread's still looking okay. We may need the extra bakers here. We've got the flour. Get 1 more in the bakery, and let's get you upgraded. And that should then, let's just double check the taxes. Numbers are looking good. Trade, upkeep, territory upkeep. So taxes are where we're getting the cash, really, aren't we? We're on pretty good happiness, so I could go even more wild if I wanted to. Hold on. Yeah, look at that. The commoners just really start to bring in the cash. Okay, let's take a look then. Let's see what we want to do here. So we're still selling the fish when we can. Meat we're keeping a hold of. Bread. Okay, common clothes. None of this we're actually selling yet. There's quite a few things like these here. Look, berry brew actually is worth us selling. So let's make sure we get that one up. I want to keep some because obviously it is a good that they can drink. So let's say 45. Is that something you can assign to the marketplace? Actually, I'm going to put a little bit of effort into getting this decorated, actually. So what I'm going to do is do it until this is good to go. So the plan is obviously to get us up to start doing the taxes on bread. How many points do we need, actually? We need a few, don't we? So let's have a look at what we can do. Okay, what is that? Plus 16? That's still not quite enough. I'm ready to build this. I'm actually going to move this tree. Not quite happy with that. Let's get this more over here. I'm just building out like a little bit of a seating area. I'm hoping I can get some kind of table in the middle of that eventually, and we can shift that around. Rustic shed, no. I'm just using the smaller stuff for now. Let's get a bit of shrubbery over here as well. Try that. Boom. Labor tier 3. Here we go. That's what we're working with now. Look, that is cute, man. With the little lampposts. I am super happy about that. I know it's really simple right now, and we don't have the other decorations just yet, but I do love it. Just adds a nice little dynamic to the game. Anyway, with that in mind, we can go in and get our next bit done. Now, our brewery is sorted, so let's go ahead and get you upgraded to a citizen straight away. And we're going to need some luxury goods for that, actually. That's fine. What do we have here? Very well. Oh, yeah. Let's make sure, before we do anything, let's make sure the taxes on citizen is being handled. So there isn't going to be too much, but 16 for one person is pretty good. Okay. Into the tree we go. So we now have, well, firstly, milling taxes, manor house city architecture, paved roads. Ooh, that's cool. Okay. Inn lodge offers lodging to passengers at a decorative part to the monument. Unlocks the inn lodge for your tavern. Oh, we could do some tavern decorating, guys. What have we got? So 30. These are 20 each to unlock. Labor privilege. Let's get that one instead. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to come in because we now have the second privilege. So at the moment we've got upkeep reduction. You can have one more concurring taxes without penalty. Okay. Trade price bonus 10%. With labor allegiances, residential tax happiness effect is decreased by 25%. Let's go with that one. So that's the edict we're going to do, and then we're going to come in. And I do believe, yeah, look at that. It's only minus 11% now. So really, realistically, we could bump that up as well. Let's bang in this other tax here. Up to 25 per windmills. Lovely. Not that we need any more just yet, but is that worth getting 2 extra windmills then, and then taxing them instead? That route. Either way, I like the taxes, so we are evil. Now, hey, look at this. Okay, that's still not equal, though. Need to readjust. Now it's equal. Lovely. We'll get there, guys. Right. Okay, so what do we have here? What are you missing? Oh, you're full. We need a proper storage for this bad boy, don't we? So let's go... let's get another granary in. Why not? Let's just have like a booze granary over here. Is it granary that holds it? Hold on, we best check that before. It is. Okay, cool. So I'm actually going to have it right here. I don't want to go too far this way, so I'm going to build into the tavern this way. And then we're going to come in. So let's go back a second. Berry brew, that's good. Let's come in and see what we can do. I honestly want to raise it up a little bit, make the garden a bit better. I think the best way we can do this is go on the back, make it equal, raise it up, raise you up, and then we're going to get another little tavern window on the side. Chimney's going to move. This is obviously a costly thing, but I think it's going to be worth it. So we're going to assume that the fire is out this way. Maybe at the back. That could be pretty cool. Make the chimney nice and high. We need to bring that in. That's better. And we apply those changes. We'll get that a little bit done at a time. And then obviously I can decorate the garden as well. So we'll get in a couple more tables. A little bit of shrubbery around the place, I think. So... couple of lampposts. These things just look incredible, don't they? I almost feel like it's like an outdoor light, isn't it? Apply those changes. Yeah, it's looking cute. I'll let that one build out so then I can decide that little bit extra what I'm going to do with this. This is going to be the berry brew. We'll get one person in. I might get extra, actually. And then maybe store some berries in there if needed. Maybe one more piece of food, which is going to be beer. Let's get beer in there as well. A little bit of travel time from the brewery, but that's okay. We're now producing a hell of a lot of it, so does that mean we need a second? Just give me a sec here. Service counter. Yeah, we're going to need an extension on the service counter, aren't we? Which is this one here, the one at the back. So let me see what we can do. So I think for the time being, we'll just attach there. Do you need a separate one, actually? That's what I want to know. Hold on. That's just... Oh, yeah, taverner capacity, no. Let's get rid of that, then. I think you reckon you need a new separate one. So if we go for this service counter at the back here... Yeah, one end's the berry. Is that going to change that? I don't think it is. I'm going to build it anyway. We'll see in a moment. There he is. Look, the really basic tavern house now looks really cool in the middle. Got 2 door entrances, though. Not necessary. Okay, so how did the stone... You can be extracted to build... Bloody stone. That's no good. We don't need stone. Let's get the last prospect done. I was hoping for some gems or gold. That would be really nice. Because that's secretly what we want. Okay, we're going to edit the brewery now as well. I'm going to actually move it a bit further back and rotate just that tiny bit. I want it in line. There we go. So this gives us a bit of room. And I'm going to put the chimney on the back end here. I'll raise that one up. Actually, you know what? I'm going to get rid of the chimney. It's not right. Let's go with that. Yeah, let's just apply those changes. Let's just move it back. Unless it needs a chimney. No, it must have a chimney. Okay. Let's put a basic one at the back. On the side here, I think. Kind of out the way, you know. Not what I wanted to do. There we go. Cool. Sorted. This thing's nearly done, by the way. Ah, there we go. It did work. So we're going to assign beer to this now. So we have multiple. And then we're going to come in... So this has been good. Just need to come into my ingredients. We have a beer. Let's sell. Anything above... I mean, we should probably match the same again. Anything above 45. There we go. And hopefully we can make more money. We are making good money at the moment. We just got to fix a few of our housing things that they say. A lot of it's through fortification and stuff. And I think if I sacrifice and spend a bit of time actually decorating this and getting a full-on thing done, we might be all right. The only other thing is to come in and see if we can get this going. Okay, we got a couple of things. Wood for the king. Oh, we have loads of that. Have I got room for the money? I do. Beautiful. And what do we have over here? Unraveling the mystery tax. You learn Davenport is imposing a new taxation law on traded goods. The details are a mystery, but you know it yields considerable profit without impacting commerce. If you crack its secret, such a tax could greatly benefit your village. Trade 1,000's worth of resources with Davenport. Yep, that's cool. We can do that. We'll take that dollar, though. We are doing well here. We need to spend some money. Let's continue beautifying all of this area. Actually, let's come in. Let's have a look at the tier 3 decorative. It's money anyway, right? Let's see what we're working with then. So we can get some really nice trees. Oh, yes. Look at this bad boy. You're going to be living in the premium zone over here. Let's get you a nice one in the garden. Wow, this thing is huge, man. Look at this. That'll do for these. Yeah. Nice trees. What else did we get? Anything good? Oh, we got some posh hedges. And I think we got our... We got our tables, or is it just nice benches? It's just nice stuff at the moment. Tool banner. Ooh, quarter foil basin. This one costs stone as well. I do remember this one. This will be nice by the little things that I've been creating here. Then I'll be able to get this to attach to the other houses as well. You know what? Let's go in here. Then I can get some benches by that. That actually requires building, though, so we'll chill on that for a moment. Let's have a look at what else you can get. think it's just a lot of hedges. There's a twin lantern. Torch post. Okay. Hedges. Very nice. Cool. Some very good stuff. They seem to be... Okay, light fortification goes up and down. Is it based on the routes? I did add in another one over here. Now this one, just to cover these two houses, should be fine. How's the tavern doing? It's doing good. Let's get that extra taverner done. And that is a commoner, so welcome yourself in. Brewers actually like to be citizens, so I'm going to go ahead and upgrade those. We might need to start buying in some jewelry for them. Unless this prospect comes out well. Is it done yet? It's got to be nearly there. Yeah, it's nearly there. Lovely stuff. We are clear for that as well. What do we... Your bailiff... Oh, it's another iron. Alright, so we're going to have to work on... Well, still no iron bars. They are crazy slow at the charcoal stuff. Is it because it's so far away from the wood, though? I wonder. I think it could be. I wonder if we move wood over this way then. You know what? We've got 266. Let's actually do it. Let's slow it down and let's move all of it over. Okay, that's the lumber camp. What else do we need? So what I'm going to do is transfer this into stone only. I'm going to refuse wood in this one, so hopefully they get that moved. Then we're going to move the sawmill. It's so much better though when you can move stuff, honestly. That could mean we could start housing over here. I know that seems ambitious, but I think this is a good shout. Let's apply that one, and let's also do the same with this bad boy. A little bit fiddly to get them across, but makes a lot of sense. And then we can get the charcoal burners way more efficient. Let's go ahead and apply you. And then let me see what else we have. Forester's camp. Let's get you moved. So we may take a dip in wood just whilst I'm doing this, but actually I think this is a vital thing that we're going to do. And you're going to go there. And then I'm going to have to unlock this. Oh, you can abandon territories. Nice. What I'll do is paint the reforestation area to this bit here. Cool. And this can be a foresting camp. Lovely stuff. Right, that's wood industry move then. So that's going to make this more beneficial. This is going to be lots of wood and planks. And then I'll probably get the extension on this one to get extra workers in there. I think that's okay for now, though. And then what we'll need is... Hold on. I just need to check my storages here. We're going to need to reject these. So we're going to reject the wood. Tools, we're also going to reject. Planks, we're going to reject. So we're just going to empty that one out. And the wood's coming out of there as well, which is good. And then in here, we're also going to need to make sure it's not that. I think we're okay. Do need to switch up that wall from there, though. And then we should be fine. We've got berries. I've got another wood camp that needs to move over here before I forget. And look at that. We've created a whole new decent housing zone. I'm honestly just going to put it on the back of that. Okay, now the bailiff is done, we could invest in improving the Tropberry trade route for 50 tools. I don't really want to do that yet. There is a couple more mineral deposits. Where are these? Wow, they are so far away. So, I'm always having trouble with these light fortifications and patrolling still. And that shouldn't be the case because we have... Oh, here we go. That's an issue. So I moved this and we didn't have any... Got ya. Oh, I got no more villagers. That was the issue. It was when we moved this, it stopped the watchmen and patrollers. Alright, I expect to see the coal now bump up a lot quicker because they're going to be able to get it. Oh, they physically cut trees. Hold on. Cuts trees and produces 1 coal. Do they not go and grab the logs themselves then? Interesting. Okay, let's get the beautification coming across this way now so it covers all the way across these houses. So I'm just keeping this zone open so I can see what I'm doing. And honestly, to be fair, I want to finish this little bit of market. So what we'll do is use the non-market one to buffer for here. I think that's quite a good idea. It's not hard to buff the beautification at all, actually. A few rose bushes does the job just fine. In the gardens... And we'll be careful not to do it in a certain way. And then just to make it look a bit better. Let's also get in some street lamps. Oh, that is worthy of a double right there. This is the perfect spot to hit the double. Boom. Hell yeah. And then we're going to get some benches along here as well. All right, let's turn that view off now, and you can kind of see as it's coming out, just a few little benches and a bit of a mix over here. It's starting to look nice. Nothing too crazy. Slowly but surely, though, it will start to come out and look really good. So that'll keep these guys nice and happy, and hopefully I now have enough people to put on watchman duty, so we should be fine. Have all the watchtowers and all of that covered off. Improved trade route with the Davenport. The neighbouring village will expect you to eventually help them by sending resources through a mandate. Yep, that's fine. We're working on some mystery tax for them at the moment that is quite slow, but that's fine. All right, now we got the patrols back in, we can ignore the housing requirement not met kind of issues. We have plenty of money now, and I need to decide how further I want to decorate this place. So let's go into here. We're nearly at the max over this way. I need to just work on getting some of these up. So we've got 25 labour points, but honestly, I think I want to spend some time and just check out this kingdom tree before we get into the clergy. I got told off for calling it clergy. Who knows? So we'll start to make this look a little bit better. And the best way is just going to be through some beautification. But first, let's change this up completely. And let's get... Well, firstly, actually, let's line up this. So you're going to move all the way back. And so is the tent. I know, I've just moved these guys, sorry. And then what we're going to do here is grab you. You're going to go in line. Hold on. Just going to move you off so I can get this sorted. I want this to match. So we're going to go you in there. You in there. There it is. That looks much better. Okay, and then what we'll do with this big piece, this needs to go at the back, like so. Bit of a costly change, but we're going to do it, and then from there I can do the beautification momentarily for this, and I'm going to start working on that now that's done. So these extra ones should give us... Let me check out the Kingdom Splendor. So this will give us a use of... Ah, you can get the iron mining camp from this. That's interesting. That is really interesting. But yeah, it'll be nice to go out and do a bit of that stuff and just have a bit of fun with it, right? And let's go ahead with some of the beautification stuff now. And honestly, let's go for... We've got plenty of cloth. We've got planks coming in now. Or the weapons, use tools. No. May even get a wall. There is a lot of beautification we can do for it. So just need to move that door into the middle. What we'll do is get the target around the back. Actually get 2 of those on the one side. And then along the back wall here, we're going to get some like little spear stands and stuff. The bow rack over here by the targets makes perfect sense. Let's get that in. It's going to look cute. Much better now. Oh, there's some nice porch things here. Look at this. Ah, I could put that in there. Maybe the large one over there. Some covered provisions. So let's have a look. That'll only give us 8. We need a few more. It's not very expensive so far. I just don't know where we're going to get the short bow from, actually. What requires the short bow? Couple of benches. Right, that's plus 12. What is it that requires the bow? Ah, okay, it was the provisions. Let's get rid of that one. Well, we could go straight into some of these more expensive ones to get stuff in. I think the banners make a lot of sense. Let's get a few of these out the front. Having a great time decorating now, which is good. And then maybe some braziers also. And let's go ahead and apply all that. So, what does that? That's 12. I'm just going to let it finish off before we do anything further. What the hell have I done there? Oh, we're just going to wait for it to move, sorry. And still plenty of money knocking about as well. Let me take a look here. So charcoal to iron, producing that. We might need another iron smelter. I'm just checking the values here. Production is output of 10. Okay, let's have a look at the production value. Alright, so far so good. We may need another forester. I think the other one is to slow down on the tools. Actually, so let's go ahead and reduce her. We don't need this many now. We have plenty. And that should give us this. So what I want to do is get into weapon crafting at some point. I'm going to need these guys. Hello. And town is looking good, though. we've completely stabilized and we've managed to make things look nice. Look at the... we have a nice little look at the tavern now. It's small but cute. Looks awesome at the moment. Look at that. We're gearing up for a nice little garden out back as well, which is great off the brewery. I think I need to move this bad boy. Which also makes a lot of sense if we move this one over. Let's put it back here. And then I've got plenty of room to go ahead and get in the side bit if I wanted to do that. And then we can have the brewery at the back and then decorate much better with a bit of a garden out front here, which would be really nice. Got plenty of berry brew now, though. Loads of berries. Not enough wheat, but loads to be chopped. And how are we looking over here now? Let's get the next builder shop moved. So you can now go over here as well. Get you out of the way. And then I think I want to move this stone stuff out here. This could also be moved. So could this berry thing. So we could just stick this around the back. Honestly, this is great. Let's get this moved up this way. Right by the berries. And then let's get these two also moved over. And honestly, I can gear up to house this way then. I think that's actually a really, really good idea. So if I just bring them both over this way. Slightly less efficient on the polished stone, but I don't think that matters too much. Because they'll be completely out the way anyway for us to then house this way. And we can manufacture a bit over this way as well. Maybe more worst case, we get more farms, but that is a lot of travel time. And there's obviously a really gross amount of paths where they've walked through. So that can also be fixed. All right, what do we have? Surplus hops for flour. Oh, yes, we have loads. What do we get? 50 flour in exchange for 100 hops. And we have plenty of hops. I'm going to confirm that because it's always nice to get the points. And honestly, that gives us a nice bump to get loads of flour as well. Okay, do we invest this? What do we have a look at here? Honestly, I think we wait. We need to try and stockpile one of these two. So maybe I stop selling polished stone. We're fine on money now. Let's go ahead and turn off the polished stone sale. Let's keep hold of that. And honestly, do we want to like start the dairy farm? It's cheese. How do we get the wax? There has to be a way. Okay, let's get the stone hut improvement actually. Let's start getting the stone carving on the go a bit more efficiently when they're moved. So what we'll do is come in. We need the one that's going to add... Oh, look at that. Add 2 total worker capacity. Job done. I'm quite intrigued to the... what's it called? The housing, by the way, guys. You know, the paved roads to get the citizen housing. I'm just going to move this around. This is an absolute shambles over here. Let's get this done. Yeah, just to kind of see how it all goes. I did not mean to strip that house out. Oh, rustic food surplus. Happiness bonus at 10% from villagers. Lovely. Just looking to see. We used that wheat very quickly. Now, you're seeing a very nice plank income coming out here as well. I'm just trying to visualize how I'm going to play this next bit. I think what I'll do is get this cut down, though. Let's bin off all the wood around this. Just so I can see what I'm working with. And honestly, what it means is I can get in more and more. But the charcoal is finally going up, so hopefully we could get in more iron smelting now. Again, not too much of a problem. Money is pretty crazy, so we need to make sure we are spending this. Because we earn a lot just through... We earn almost enough just straight through trade, so... We want to consider. This is building up nicely, so that's good. I can now go in and also adjust my tavern that little bit further. So let's do that. I'm going to start by moving that. And what we're going to go with is the exact same. No, except no door. Right. Let me just get this right. Now this may delete this house, but that's fine. And then up to... Beautiful. And then we're going to get 2 windows on the side. Like so. You know what? Can I get a window at the front as well? That'd be really good. I think we can. Okay. Do we want double chimney? Do we want double chimney? Okay, brewery on the back. Can they still get in to this one? They can, but I think I'm going to move it. Let's apply those changes. And then let's come into here. Bring this, just that, right by the doorway there. There we go. And we'll just get that moved out. And then I'm going to leave the benches out front, but I can do something similar out the back here. And I think that'll look really, really cool. Okay, what do we have? Iron ores for the elders. Yes, we have loads of this stuff. I need to get it into store, mind. Okay, have I got not enough space for it in storage then? Interesting. Let's get rid of that. Let's get iron on there. And there may be a dedicated iron store. This thing can store 100 in as well. So let's speed it up. We can get that one. I will definitely sell that because we have loads. Not that I need the money again, though, actually. So let's spend. Spend. I need to decide what I'm going to do here, guys. You know, I bet you're screaming at me, thinking this is really ugly. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. I could put market all the way around. Do I want a house here? Don't think I do. That needs to also move. It's going to be a mammoth task to move that one. I think we just could do a nice garden when we've got it. Let's check the undesirable stuff. It's not bad at all. I could go here. So let's get a house, hopefully in here. And I've just realized we need to turn off that zone over here. So they might be walking all the way over here to do this. So let's get rid of that. And then wood cutting will also get rid of this. There we go. Cool. And now we can bin off that one. And you'll have to let me know. I might let you guys give me some ideas for this little section, right? Just bear in mind we're going to have more fisheries here. We could do something. I just don't know what yet. Okay, it's time to spend more over here. We're about to go max money. I need to obviously expand the bailiff kind of office. But honestly, it makes perfect sense just to spend it on this. A little bit of a cooking area over here. What does that take us to? Almost there. And then why not just get some more menacing spikes out the front, because that makes a lot of sense. By the way, these are all different variants. There's not a lot you can do with it. I've just noticed there is something in here that I need to move. There we go. So they just need to build those bits, and then that should take our splendor up. It's worth noting I probably need to fully change this also. So what I'm going to do is potentially move this out or make it look better. At the moment, it doesn't look great. You know what? Let me take a look, because this acts as part of the other splendor. So it's going to be more prominent in the middle. I think that's going to be really sensible. And I also want it to be pretty good in stone. Now, we've got loads of stone to burn through, and I want the wood to be above. Very nice. And we're going to have on the side there the doorway. Oh, I really want to do this one better. Hold on. We're going to apply those changes a second. I'm just going to have a look at my painted housing zone. Let's get rid of this wood cutting around here so I can see what I'm doing. Okay. So, if that church is coming out there, we've got housing around here. Do I push this over this way? I think so. There's going to be a lot of housing rebuilt, but I think it makes a lot of sense because I've got a bit of a vision in my head on what I want to do here. And this thing's going to be epic. It's going to be so good. Okay. I'm sorry to all the houses. You can all cry later. We'll fix you momentarily. Okay, and this is going to increase the radius here. And we'll go for a nice, simple front door for now. Yep, pretty costly build. Sorry about the houses, guys. But we are going to get new residential in this here. And I can move the sheep farm out a bit. So what I can do is paint the pasture this way. And then we'll carve this out. So no more pasture here. That's okay up to there. There we go. And then we'll get the residential just to come along here. And then we're going to have all these paths, but we can fix that later. We'll cover it enough so you can't see it anyway. And I think the church coming in will look really nice. That is a lot of building that we need to do. And then it will be the big chapel this end. With maybe some more housing. I don't know if I still go with that. The chapel could also be very nice over this side. But don't know, this makes sense to be a lot more industry because of the iron and stuff from over here. And the more I think about it, we could also do this. We're going to have some citizens leave. That's fine. You carry on. We'll sort it out. We'll fix it all later. And with all that in mind, guys, that's something we get to look forward to in the next one. So as always, please do give me the thumbs up. Subscribe if you aren't already as well. Tell me your thoughts, because I think this is a very bold move, but this thing's going to look awesome as well. There's a lot of building happening, so hopefully by next episode we're going to have a really, really cool-looking tavern, a cool-looking church, and a cool-looking barracks area, so it's going to be really good. As always, though, guys, I hope you have a great day. Take it easy, and I'll see you in the next one.